So today we're gonna talk about how this man went from his auntie's coach to his own coach. You know what I mean? He's doing very well for himself today, but it wasn't always like this. You may have to get to a stern talking. No. All right, so.
Me have a bone to pick with you still. You got on my case as my older cousin at the age of about 26, 27, and your campaign, your whole brand is about, bum at 30. So where was the leniency for me? Because you never show me the leniency.
First of all, on my show, and you know the podcast etiquette. It's supposed to start off easy.
Right, this one, man, right, this one.
All right, so let me tell you what I go on, people. All right, so my forward to New York, and I have a conversation with Naldo, right? I'm going to tell you why. One, you have one chance, all right? Me know anything where you need to be successful in this life, you had it. You had it at your disposal. You're one of them man that couldn't say, yo, me never get exposed. You see what I say? Because the hall expose us to them things. So no excuses. Pressure. Then secondly, you come from my bloodline. So what go on there? So
extra pressure.
Yeah, extra pressure.
I mean, mind you people, this was years ago.
Yo, look here. You might make sure I say, yo, I'm not that person anymore. he's now very successful. And with us, but we're gonna walk through the journey with him. So that's the reason why at 26 I was so harsh with it. Because people, what had happened was I came to New York and the dog come in and he was obviously tired. I mean, I say,
this was when? What year was this? About like
this before COVID, I think about 2019. This 2019 there, about before COVID.
I said 2018, but
all right, yeah. We come in. I'm gonna say hey to my auntie. Him come in, he's obviously tired. I mean, I say, yo, why can't Gina just go in room, go in bed, you know? I'm gonna realize me that sit down in bed. You see me? In bed in the living room. You see me? So now, when me realize the reason why I tired of kill him and he never go in room is because I coach it in there. Me have to say, me didn't give me thought there. Come here, say, make him sleep. You see, next time me talk, me say, yo, what kind of waste one thing this is that one, bro?
Yeah, what kind of life, yeah. But yeah, no, definitely needed the kick and the stern talking to, and you needed the tough love.
Yeah,
men need tough love, and more commend you on that because you were one of the voices that replayed in my head. Because I don't know if you want to kick it off, and we can just tell them how I got to New York and all that from you. Like,
yeah, we'll go back there. So here we're going now. So we didn't get to that thought there, but we're going to backtrack a little bit and talk about how he got to New York, because his life is a very special one, But before we go back to that, I just want to say, look. He lived in the house with auntie and 2 female cousins. All 3 of them love him dearly. But you see, that's why the importance of a male figure is so much. You see me? Because they were there, they love him. Them don't want to see him do bad, but they were cuddling him. You see me? You needed more.
When you have a safety net, it doesn't always work to your advantage. You get me? I am grateful for the safety net.
Yeah.
You understand? The safety net comes into play when you step out and you fall. And sometimes you step out
and you fall.
You have to come back and replan. Yeah, I got to New York after I embarked on my acting journey. You want me to
wait, no man. Like, all right, people in media train. So him think of film show. That's weird. We could get here. So it always good to have male figures in your life to remind you, say, yo, life is not all sunshine and rainbows.
Most
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
most
Sometimes you have
definitely.
to put yourself out there.
Most
So
definitely.
I gonna say, his life is definitely different from most people. He's American born that grew up in Jamaica, and
And
he
took off after America.
he run off come America, but he went to same high school as me, St. Jago High. Then he went to UWI, Big Bad Chancellor.
Which is right.
Is what I say?
One.
One and only other places.
Other
Anyway,
places.
yeah, Big Bad Chancellor, and he did Carmack over there. Now we want to know how bright you were, how brilliant you were.
I wasn't. So the thing about it is I had natural inclinations to certain subjects. However, I wasn't academically inclined. I hate schoolwork. You understand? Anything I put my mind to, especially if it was my field, I don't do well with numbers. I'm more humanities. You understand? Reading, I'll read for days. You understand? I'll do well, especially when I put my mind to it. But I was never academically inclined. Everything that I've achieved academically is only by the grace of God and my mother's prayers. That's the truth. And I'm, miracle upon miracle upon miracle. You want me to just get into it now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So made it to UE. That in and of itself is a miracle. So that's miracle number
one.
couple. But I left for the stake. Number one, I wanted to do media and communication. I actually got in by the grace of God again. That's miracle number two. And I graduated.
Miracle number three.
Miracle number three.
Miracle number three.
But I always wanted to be on television. So, I just did the journalism thing to appease my parents. My mother and my father made sure I was comfortable. You get me? They put me through school. I had a comfortable life on campus. I mean, you saw, is how I was living. And
So we what? Tell me for go on for. Like I give me permission. Anyway, so we used to live next door to each other.
Yeah,
See?
yeah, on chance.
Yeah. So while me I would get up 5:30 to go work.
No, again, I had the good life. Big up to my parents for giving me that good life. You understand? University was the time of my life. You understand? It creates a false sense of reality. So when I graduated and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna embark on this acting journey. That's after getting the scholarship in Los Angeles and creating a whole drama team that even got me there to LA. I started my New York endeavors after the journalism degree, and I struggled there as well because I came from struggling in a bachelor's degree to struggling in an acting associate's degree. It was school after school. I hate school. It's not my thing.
Yeah, so this is the thing, A lot of people see people on TV and think all of them, because some of them never do no schooling. Some of them just get them big break. But for some actors, they actually have to go through schooling.
Yes.
You have theory work where you still have to do
like scene study and reading a script. It's still reading.
And you realize that, I'm gonna just get up on set and freestyle this thing.
No.
Freestyle.
Some do it, but it's
So some people are going to have to still go like even for those glamorous jobs. Some singers have to go get voice training. Some actors have to, so it's not everybody just get for pop on the silver screen.
Yeah. Will Smith, he was a rapper first, and then he just tried his hand at sitcom Fresh Prince. But what's that girl in Fences and How to Get Away with Murder? She went to a school called Juilliard. Viola Davis. She went to Juilliard. But yeah, I decided to take it seriously because you introduced me to the commercial space, and I just kept on. I just tag along with him to a commercial audition. I ended up getting the role, and he got a role as well.
Him take my role.
I got a role. But after that, the agent took me. She acquired me to be a part of her.
So we were a part of the same agency.
And I've just when I got auditions, I would always book them. My secret weapon was prayer, and then I would go in. But I was booking them. Bigger commercial, NCB, Scotiabank, Burger King. You name it. And then I would go on auditions for shows, television shows, Real Friends. Big up Andre Winter, him boss me. You understand? College Lifestyle. You get me? Big up the college lifestyle. Big up the college lifestyle team. Island Rockers. I was booking all these commercials. So on campus, they knew me as the dude who was always on television.
Yeah, life is a competition.
I am not really saddened by the fact that he's not on the show, to be honest with you.
It's tragic.
So you feel like say, yo, this is gonna be the part.
Yes, yeah.
Because I remember, you know, all right, I get a closed. It was a closed audition, meaning that if you didn't get a call, you weren't supposed to be there. I say, yo, I got that thing, yeah. I just want you to put on some fresh clothes.
In case.
Just in case. Put on some fresh clothes and just walk in with me.
Yeah.
I will come in, them see him, and then say, all right, cool. Where we going? So I'm going for the bigger. It was a bigger commercial.
Bigger commercial with Tifa.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, I kept on saying a bigger, and it was a white man. Like he was Australian or from the UK. So you know, like I would have said, I cheer that. Me I say a bigger. I say, what is a bigger? What is a bigger? I mean, I say, no matter how much tries it give me. I say, like man said, like me I said, quench your thirst, bigger. That was the line. Quench your thirst, I'm bigger. I'm just breadwinner.
You're like, yo, right. I always remember them.
Yeah. So now, him come in, he obviously the better than me. I mean I say, you know something for hold long that youth. With a stifling career, you know. Him get the role. So him get the role, I got the role as an extra. No. But then extras I get paid like 10 grand for the day. Look, I'm broke and hungry because this was one of the way where I helped send myself to school. I get into the ad industry, I will start book ads.
You're talented.
Yeah, man. So me I tell you, say, yo, I remember we there at school, you know, I do school work. We there on bigger commercial set.
Yeah, guys, money need for make same
money need for make. We there poolside. We get fed 3 square meals a day. We don't go work to the porridge life just yet. You get me? So
I saw this firsthand, by the way, like his porridge days and whatnot. Yeah, continue.
Man. You know, say your pot, we still have that pot there. I hear a pot.
I mean, it must have
yeah, man, I hear a pot boil them porridge, man. Like when anything but porridge going out of pot, they confused. No. So all of this, you have all of that on-screen time. You say, yo, New York. No. You get the big little break. It wasn't a big part, but a big show.
It was a big show. So how that work was, bro, I got an agent after I graduated acting school. I was putting my all into this thing. I was spending my own money on my credit cards, traveling to go to Jamaica to act in Real Friends, right? And it was on the set of Real Friends that I got a call that they were interested in using me as talent for Power. And the scene that I was in, you know, it was Raina's funeral, so the principal cast was there, and they actually, I would say, featured me as someone named Cousin Raimi or something like that, Cousin Raimi, right? And bro, it was surreal to me. I was carrying the coffin with Ghost, Tommy, and I handed it off to Tariq, you know, but I got to, you know, the scene is there, you know, it's there.
Yeah.
And then after that, you know, I used the money to help me buy a car, and I crashed the car. And that's where things kind of went downhill. Funny enough, I actually got, you know, a job on set. So if I wasn't auditioning, I was waiting tables, or I was working on set, or I was working at a bank. So
you live the real New York
yes.
actor lifestyle. So you wait tables, you got auditions, you work on set. No, tell me this. What happened? Like, because for me, you know, for me, with the algorithm, when I get a video where it hit a certain level, I say, all right, this is a new threshold for me. You know, this is what I want my videos to hit now on and slowly grow upwards. Like, when you are on a show like Power, even though it was a small role, right? You think, say, yo, I hit this now.
Yeah.
I take off time.
Take off time, yeah. It was a beginning of start.
Naldo, what happened?
So, I mean, I was auditioning. I auditioned for Marvel after that. You get me? You remember Luke Cage, that a Jamaican villain? You know, I auditioned for that part. I auditioned for Marvel twice. You understand? It's a grind. Yeah. But in that grind, I still live in New York. Their bills, right? It's one of the most at the time. I think it was the most expensive state. Right now, it's probably, Michigan,
California.
or Hawaii, one of them, right? But I still had bills, bro, and my auntie's place. I had her coach,
Yeah,
her
man.
pull-out coach. That
Say it,
was a
man.
bed.
Say it, man.
I had her pull-out coach. That was a bed, and I'm grateful for it. You get me? But I was safe. It was my safe place, and I was always told that New York, it's hard to pay rent there and whatnot. It's better you just stay at your family's house because the plan on paper sounds good.
Yeah, yeah,
Stay
yeah,
at
yeah.
your family's
And get the money.
and save. But my problem was I wasn't saving. I was spending my money pursuing my dream, auditioning, flying there, flying here. Remember, someone have a girlfriend here or there. You understand? So all these things, bro. And it was, I guess, poor money management, and bro, it was just rough. It was just rough. But the safe place didn't do me any service. Like I needed somebody to be like, you need to go try your luck out there, step out. And eventually I did, and I fell face flat and I had to move back in.
Yeah,
And
but
then I regrouped.
yeah, but so the thing with like when birds see them baby feather out and they look like they can fly, then I say, you think you want to try fly today? They literally push them outside the nets because these birds will grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and and they won't take the first step. Sometimes you need somebody to push you along the
Yeah.
way. Sometimes you have to go out there, sometimes you have to feel and have to come back.
And it can come across as tough love.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah, yeah,
understand?
yeah,
It can
yeah,
come
for
across
sure,
as
for
tough
sure.
love.
It can come off as hate too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the truth. Because the truth
yeah.
is, like when I said to the 30-year-olds, you're a bum if you beg your mother thing. People are talking about, what if something happen? I'm not talking about those guys. We'll go out there and try and feel and something happen. And, no, me I talk about the man who just a depend on his mother to survive. Me not talk about the man who try
Well, try and buck up on hard
and
times.
something happen. No. So it is important to go out there because look here, man, you don't know what you're truly made of
Yeah.
until you're out there and you have to fend for yourself.
Yeah. So, I was there, and when I kind of plateaued, nothing. I don't really have much motion. Just bouncing around from odd job to odd job. When you come down, and then I think you told me over the phone though, you're like, bro, no, you need to get out there. At the time my aunt was in an accident, and we tend to find a reason to cling on to our safe space, right? So at the time, my aunt was in an accident, and I was here helping her recover, right? We're all helping her recover.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to my cousin Holly. Shout out to my cousin Ashley. They're like my sisters, right? Holly tried to show me, tough love. And I said, Dre, what was your plan? What's your plan? But it just came around, came across as annoyance, and to me, you get me? I was like, I got a plan, all right? I got a plan. Did not really have a plan. And I was there helping my auntie recover and whatnot. But when it showed me, I said, bro, no, and, you need to step out and you need to figure out your own path. Holly Ashley will take care of Auntie Jer. You need to step out and you need to start your own journey. All right? You need to start your own journey. And it replayed in my head, even though it's hard. New York is a hard state to
Yeah, because
survive
the thing
in.
is, I love that you did that help our auntie.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you know, have a day in our house to do that.
Yeah,
You can come
yeah.
visit, you can come take a shift. You see me?
And that's exactly what I started doing.
Exactly.
So,
So-
go on. Sorry.
I gotta do a lot of cuts here.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Anyway, first one I stay with the push though.
Yeah.
Elephant man side. Anyway, so to the man them we feel like say, I hate me hating or I style me a style man. This is my own flesh and blood. This is my black brother, my fraternity brother. A whole heap of link this. You see me? Same family, same fraternity down to the block. And if me I go look upon him and say, yo, you know I perform, you move like a waste man. It cannot mean that me want to tear me down. You see me? Because I'm not tear me, do want to tear him down. You see me? Yeah, it's just that sometimes words and we can't bother cuddle.
You can't mix it, not with a man. You need to hear the truth.
Cut and dry.
And ship you into shape.
Yeah, man.
So what really made me meditate on what was spoken to me. Of course, other male figures, my pop, everybody, you call me and say, what's going on, da da da. But I'm trying to make this dream happen, bro. I'm trying to make this dream happen. In my head, I was like, we'll limit ourselves. That's the thing. In my head, I was like, I cannot step out there and afford all this, utilities and
Yeah,
whatnot
yeah,
and do
yeah.
what I had to do as an actor. I couldn't do it. It wasn't feasible to me. But when you don't limit yourself, you'd be surprised what you can do. You'll be surprised what you can do if you start and you tell yourself up so that you can achieve it. So it was during COVID. I started meditating, or other people tell me, and I was like, I have to step out. So I went into the healthcare industry. They had this program. COVID was a very depressing time. I was there. I lost my job on set because the virus is now fully at work and all the sets shut down. And then I was hearing murmurs that, you had to get vaccinated to come, whatever. But anyway, I went into the healthcare industry. They had this program where you could live in a hotel, right, on the city's dime during COVID. And that's what I did because I qualified for it. I was working with COVID patients and I signed up for it, did the requisite paperwork, bam, got my hotel room. The peace I experienced there, just having your own abode, you understand, just having space to breathe, having a bed. Having a bed, I had my own mini kitchen. I mean, just the luxury and just the peace of mind that I experienced. I was like, I can't go back. I
Yeah.
cannot
Yeah.
go back.
Sometimes you just have to taste a little bit of the good
The
life.
good life, exactly. Sometimes you just have to taste a little bit of good life, and then you realize that you don't want to set your life back, your lifestyle back. So I went from hotel to hotel because I was like, I'm gonna find me a place, and big up to my best friend, Kevin Sharp. Them man, they bossed me. He had 2 properties at the time, and he bossed me, on a little spot in one of his properties, and I started renting there, and I got some freedom. I had a little bit too much fun. But that was the beginning of my journey. That was the beginning of my journey. There, I was still working in healthcare, but I wanted to do something more with my life, bro. I'm not called to be ordinary. I'm not called to be ordinary. I have to be extraordinary. I have to do something extraordinary with my life. And I knew at some point I wanted to have my family. I wanted a firm foundation. Anyways, the COVID vaccine mandate came out, and I was like, I'm not taking this
Man
yet.
say me nah take it.
I'm not taking this yet, and I'm not moving back in. I'm not moving back in with my auntie. So I packed up all my stuff. At this point, I had a car. I bought back a Honda Civic. I packed up everything that I owned in my Honda Civic, and I drove to Florida where they would honor my religious exemption to work, and that's what I did. I moved in with my boy there, Big Up Tones. I moved into his apartment. He had a little spot for me, and I moved in there, and I stayed there until I could get a spot for myself. Right? It was a journey, but the Lord was with me, and I eventually got my own spot. I was still working in healthcare, but I didn't feel fulfilled, and the money I was earning at that time could take care of me. I couldn't take care of a family. And
Stop right there,
yeah,
so. You see that? Like we have to be forward thinking. So where he was in healthcare, it was good for him alone. But him I think down the line now, my wife and kids, and this can't do it.
yeah.
So that's where the pivot. But I just want to know before we continue on that part. I just want to know at what point you say, yo, because the crazy thing is, like me I make videos a long time now. Me I make videos from about 2015, 2016. In a 2025, at the first time I make money off of one of them video there.
Jojo.
So yeah, but at what point did you say, yo, like, me need to just get the acting thing here, just park it, and take a new path.
So, to be honest with you, once an actor, always an actor. I'm gonna start auditioning again, and this is
All
probably
right.
the first place where I've said this. However, I'm making that decision after there's certain framework at play where I know my family will be good.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and in
Yeah.
my way of doing that was joining the army. So there was this pride that I got when I saw this sense of pride that I felt when I saw service members in their uniforms, and I just wanted to be a part of that. If I wasn't acting, if I wasn't working on set, it's this. Right, this is worthwhile. I couldn't do anything average. You get me? And the army, of course, being a service member, that's not average. You're putting
No,
your life
yeah,
on the
yeah,
line.
most definitely.
You know?
All right, look, I'm not lie. Because you're surprised even me where grow up with you, right? Look, me can't explain it. When we did younger, me just never picture none of we broke. Me just didn't know how we are going to do it because we need to do no schoolwork.
Yeah, yeah,
You see
yeah.
me? Sometimes we average lower than we position in our class. Like me, I say, yo, both our mothers would have significantly less grade year if we did just this on schoolwork.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I never know how we're gonna be successful, but like when you tell me say I gonna join the army, you know, me I say why Salvation Army?
Yeah.
I can't. Grenade,
Yeah,
up
man.
it. I couldn't the army there.
That
You know, Tom.
army, because the energy of wanting to be something great and do something fulfilling and extraordinary, it converted into that. You get me? The COVID come mash up my acting plans.
Yeah.
At the time,
Yeah.
I needed to do something extraordinary, so I went in there. It's like I went in there with the goal of achieving a firm foundation for my family when I did decide to start one, because I wanted a family. And I guess the Lord would have it that I was forward thinking enough
Yeah.
to map out that plan. So I enlisted and I took orders from people younger than me, and it was a very humbling experience during basic training. But I did what I had to do.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be
Anything new?
new, no. Cause this I'm a little cousin. But but when I was on chance I'm a senior. And he was awful with that power. He was
Was I? Was I?
You're a disgusting.
Was I was discussing to you? I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I looked up for you so much so that the senior man them that were on the orientation committee with me, them draw me one side and say, "You are looking out for this dude. You need to stop." You get me? Them drape me up, and I was like, "I'm looking for this man." But I just still had a role to play, and I had to still play that role. So if playing that role meant that,
I feel like you don't look out for me.
I looked out for him. We can agree to disagree there. I extra lesson this. Extra lesson this. Welcome to extra lesson.
Welcome to extra lesson.
Welcome to extra
I'm forward
lesson.
in my room. Wake me up out of my bed. With the nonsense. Nothing but
Really? What did that do?
my don't play like
I have a little fun, child. Like a little fun.
All right. Anyway, so
If I did have that before that, oh gosh.
No. You know what say? My sister called some of this because at first he didn't have problems. He didn't have a little problem around me. And then my sister said to him, "You think if the roles were reversed, you would have taken it easy?"
I don't. Yo, boy,
I'ma say, it's like from that little thought there. I like it, boss said chip.
No, yeah. Well, I vaguely remember somebody saying that to me. But what happened was I had to put pressure on it because the guys they confronted me about it. So.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, man.
Yeah.
Joined the army and went through some of the toughest times of my life.
Yeah.
And it was during that and during those tough times that I met my wife, who I love dearly, and she stopped by me. And I was looking down the barrel of a gun. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
And,
Rough times. We just gotta live at that.
Yeah, and she stopped by me until I made it through. She prayed for me. She prayed with me until after, we heard that it was done. And I went to Jamaica. On August 18th, she agreed to marry me. And I said, I'm marrying this woman, right? She stopped by me through what I went through. I'm marrying this woman. I've been chasing her for years. I finally have the job now, the career to sustain, to support her, meaning she didn't have to work, right?
Yeah.
We weren't rich, but she didn't have to work at the time. And I was like, I have everything in order. My job offers, a certain amount of benefits, certain type of benefits. I can support you. I can move you into a home and all of this. When I first approached her, it was in COVID. I was supposed to go down and we were supposed to go on a date. But the COVID badness, couldn't really travel like that.
Yeah.
So that got messed up. When I just joined the army, I hit her up again. I was like, hey, I'd love to take you on a date. She was like, I appreciate the offer, but I have to politely decline. At the time, she was seeing someone. And at that point, it showed me the type of character she had. You get me? And I wanted her even more to be honest. But I was like, I had to accept that she was no longer mine. But I saw this beautiful picture about like 2 years, a year after. I saw this beautiful picture of her, and I just had to comment. I was like, man, you look so beautiful. You must be getting married soon, huh? Because I'm like, any dude that you was with you before at that time, you would be a fool not to marry you. You hear me?
Oh,
I mean, a man like me,
pray for him and don't follow.
my man like me there. I'm gonna have to approach. You understand? To my surprise, she said, "No, I'm single now." And I was like,
Tang, tang.
within that hour, I made my approach. I was like, listen to me. Because I was not going to lose her again. I was not going to lose her again. And, she gave me the Stonewall treatment. She challenged me, but I stuck with it. I want what I want. And eventually she knew that I really loved her. And on August 18th, I mean, before that, she agreed to be my girlfriend. And then after that, on August 18th, she agreed to marry me. And in like by next month, I was in Jamaica, and I got married to her.
Man, ain't no waste no time.
Nah, waste no
Man
time.
know what he want.
Exactly.
And he
Talk to
going
them.
after him.
Yeah, man. Talk
All
to them.
right. So here what? I'm gonna put the mushy things because you nearly made me a tear, you know. I'm gonna put the mushy things on pause.
Yeah.
So now you have wife, family, you're in the army. And the man decides, say, look, I want to enjoy my family, I want to see my kids grow up. Because this was another surprise. You see me? Now, you say, all right, what career path are going to make me can come out of the army and support my family the way I've been supporting them?
Yeah. So in the army, I was a supply sergeant. I left the army as a supply NCO. NCO stands for non-commissioned officer. And I studied the trucking industry for a little while, and then I used the Army Transition Program to get my CDLA and learn the business. Got some experience, and it afforded me the lifestyle because it's good money, right? But today I started a LLC, Raw Hall LLC, and I work with a carrier, right? And I have my small trucking LLC today, and I'm able to support my family through that. Along with benefits that come from the federal government, right? Right. But
thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, right? And to God be the glory. I'm able to live a life that makes me very comfortable.
Yeah, extremely comfortable. Extremely comfortable. So now I remember you sharing a story about because you have a degree, you were supposed to be an officer. But then you use a little loophole, go around your thing. What was the loophole and use?
The loophole was that your GPA has to be up there, man. My GPA was passed. All right?
All right. So the reason why I get back to that is like, I don't, like, yes, me and him, very fortunate, say, we skate through academic career.
Yeah.
We skate through high school, we skate through college, but I don't want it to be something that we pass down.
True.
So if you're in a high school and I watch this,
do your best.
Do your best because at times it does catch up to you.
Yes.
For me, it was the math. The math that I find it difficult, so I'm not paying attention. And I did that thing 5 times before. Like, you know how much years that steal from me?
Yeah.
5 years worth of doing math. Where if I just applied myself, look, what I should have said is, look, math is my weak area. I need to apply as much as possible. But I still run go kickball. I still watch whole heap of TV. And it stole a lot of time from me. You get me? I say so. Yes, we skate through and we're successful now, but there are times when it still holds you back.
Yeah.
Because if the GPA did what for there, because I'm not going ahead and talk, my degree, guess what the planet to? Pass. It's a pass degree. You see me? I say? No, if we had done what we needed to do,
it would have benefited us much greater in life.
Yes.
We could have been further along in our finances, further along in our achievements, really.
Yeah, man.
You get me?
Yeah, man, because our officer is a total different ball game.
Makes a lot of money. It makes way more than an enlisted soldier.
Yeah.
Right?
So
substantially more.
So yeah, you will see people skate through life and it seems like they're getting by. But even us now, like, there's still some bumps that we had
Yeah,
to
yeah,
face
yeah,
because we weren't,
yeah. They didn't put our
yeah,
best foot
best foot
forward, and
forward.
then didn't prioritize it.
Yeah.
You get me? Because I didn't think GPA mattered that much. Oh, was I wrong?
Yeah, man.
Oh, was I wrong? That thing has hindered me in so many ways. But God.
But God.
But it hindered me in many ways. You
Yeah,
understand?
man. So we
Yeah.
want to know to the young men out there, do the schoolwork.
Yeah.
Mira, they have a first class honors degree where you never used before. Where you never, after you graduate, you probably go into your, but just do your best, man. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
another thing that transfers is work ethic. You see, when you learn how to put in that work in your studies, you get to put in that work in your small business, in
Yes.
your
Yeah.
family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just do the work. So now, another thing I'd like to point out, a whole heap of transformation him go throughout this interview, right? And we're not done transform yet because we reach a part where we're transformed from soldier to trucking. Because we never done talk about that. So you say you used to study, well, you used to be in charge of logistics in the army.
Yeah, yeah. So I was the logistical head in my company in Hawaii, 227, right? The Delta company, and at first I was a specialist. I had to take orders from a sergeant, and then eventually I rose to become the sergeant, and I learned what it takes to run a supply room, like be the logistical head of any organization, and to make the commander's job easier and to advise the commander, right? I had a great commander, I had a great company, I had a great first sergeant, and I had a great XO as well, and so I'm transitioning out. I need a game plan. I need a home for my family, right? And by the grace of God, I mean, I fixed my credit, right? I downsized. This is another thing. Mary talk about it. Sometimes you have to downsize
Yeah, man.
your lifestyle, right? I gave up the big house that we were renting at the time, downsized to an apartment so that I could save money, so I could pay off what I had to pay off, and fix my credit, right? I use my benefits as a soldier, to even help me with my mode of transportation, the car that I drove, that was all my job, right? So that was not my credit, stuff like that. And then I made my credit I made it into a score that could qualify me, for a home. And just the timing, everything. You're gonna hear me say God a lot because it's really nothing short of Him. You get
Miracles.
me? You get me? I was able to, because people don't do this. People don't transition, don't change jobs and move into houses. That's not a thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
so
yeah.
um
Okay, you need some time in that job. Yeah.
I had to get job letters from the jobs that I was going into, and my federal benefits and my pension and whatnot. I had to submit all these documents, and thanks be to God, got our property, and we have another we have properties, right? And we're blessed, and I'm in a position now where my small trucking business, my trucking endeavors, it supports my lifestyle. It pays all my bills. It pays our mortgages, right? And that's no small feat, right?
Yeah. So we see a whole heap of transformation. So you see when you go from rags to riches, like you might have a game plan and you might say, yo, I'm gonna be an actor. And look, the chapter, as him says, is not closed on his acting. He might get around
Yeah.
to that. Well, he's getting around
Yeah.
back to that.
Yeah.
But he went from, acting school into waiting tables to working on set, getting
In a bank, working a bank.
oh yeah, he worked at a bank sometime.
Yeah.
He went into healthcare,
Yeah.
move, move from
New York to Florida.
Florida, going at the army, move from
Moved from North Carolina to Virginia. Moved from Virginia to Hawaii.
a lot of moving. So I just wanted to know, like, when you go from rags to riches, from your auntie couch to your air couch, you know what I mean? From your auntie couch to mansion. When you're gonna make that step there, you have to know that there might be a lot of changes along the way, and you just have to embrace those changes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So it's good to have a plan, but don't be too rigid with your plan.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to adapt.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
sometimes your plan are gonna change, and we just want you to know. So look here, it is very possible for you to be behind and catch up.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? look, it's not how you start, it's how you
So you
finish.
finish. Yeah.
Like, I don't think none of us in our class would have been seen as people that were going to be.
Yeah, they didn't see it coming.
No, no.
Exactly. Some of our teachers now,
Oh, gosh.
they would be mind blown.
No, man, they think me a scammer.
It's not, yeah, right? Or we into some illegal stuff.
Yeah,
It's
man.
not how you start, it's how you
It's
finish.
how you finish. So,
Understand?
like, I just want you guys to know that if you are in circles where you're not doing well, right? And everybody is taking it easy on you.
Yeah.
No, you need to get into some circles where they want to say, yo, get up and get at it, man. No, we don't accept this from you. So, yo, you don't know. Naldo.
Bam.
Yo, you don't know, like, share, subscribe. And until next time, bang!